Class 7 students, in this session, Class 7 subject chemistry, chapter physical and chemical change, we will continue with our discussion. In last chapter or last session, we have seen the physical changes. In this session, we will start the chemical changes. So, let us go to the chemical change. Students, please follow the mouse cursor. Mouse cursor is painted in yellow color. Chemical change is a permanent change in which new substances are formed whose chemical composition and physical chemical properties are completely different. Your mother daily cooks food for you from raw grain and raw vegetable. Now the cooking requires heat energy which is supplied by gas or a stove. Now it is interesting to know whether you can get back the raw grain from the cooked food. The answer is no. You can see the answer is no, because the composition of raw material and cooked food is different. Like, just for example, just consider that from wheat flour, that is called atta in Hindi, your mother prepare roti, that is bread. Can you get back atta from roti? No, because that is chemical change. Let us check some examples of chemical changes. Rusting of iron, ripening of food, bursting of cracker, souring of milk, preparation of soup from oil. These all are actually examples of chemical change. Now, some changes can be classified in more than one type. Now, formation of curd from milk is a desirable change. It is also a chemical change. It is a slow change and it is also a reversible change. Now let us see this figure. Figure 1.1. Milk changing into curd is a permanent change. Similarly, you can see figure number 2. Burning of a candle. When candle burns, wax is utilized and carbon dioxide and water are formed. Can you get back wax from this carbon dioxide and water? Answer is no. Let us see activity. This activity number 10. Roll out a roti from ball of dough and bake it on pan. Can we get the dough back? No, because that is chemical change. Students, please check this activity number 11. This activity is also similar. This activity number 11. Take a piece of paper, burn it, it turns into ash. Ash is a new substance. Can you get back paper from ash? Answer is no. So, this is chemical change. Next point is burning. Burning is a chemical change in which a substance reacts with oxygen to produce new substance, which is called oxide. Let us check this activity number 12. Take an iron nail, bring it near magnet. The nail get attracted towards the magnet. Now leave the nail in tap water for few days, then take it out and observe carefully. You will see brown coating. This is called rust. Now this rusting causes a chemical change, and if you bring magnet towards this rusted nail, it is not attracted. It means composition of iron nail has been changed, so this is a chemical change. Now let us see what is actually rust. Rust is a hydrated oxide of iron. So let us check this definition of rusting. Rusting is a chemical process in which iron reacts with oxygen in presence of moisture to produce reddish brown substance called rust. Let us see activity number 13. Put a spoonful of sugar in a pan and heat it. You will observe that sugar first melts and then changes to reddish brown color. If you continue heating, it will change to black color. Now stop the heating and try to get back the original sugar. You cannot, because on heating, sugar gives you a black residue which is called charcoal or sugar charcoal, and carbon dioxide and water are produced. Now if you utilize carbon dioxide, water and sugar charcoal to get back sugar, it is not possible to get back the sugar because this is a chemical change. So let us see the properties or characteristics of chemical change. Students, please pay attention. The change is permanent and cannot be reversed. One or more new substances are formed. Composition and properties of original substance changes. There is exchange of energy during a chemical change. So we can define a chemical change as chemical change is generally called a chemical reaction. The original substance is called reactant. This is called reactant, starting material, and new substance formed is called a product. This is end product. Now how we can know that there is a chemical change or no? So it is possible by checking these 4 or 5 factors. First, change in color. Ripening of fruit is a chemical change. The raw fruit color changes on ripening. Heating of sugar or burning a matchstick gives a black substance. Second property we can see is evolution of a gas. Reaction of a metal like zinc and dilute acid gives produce to a gas which is called hydrogen gas. Now this is also a chemical change. Third property is a release or absorption of energy. Now burning of a cracker is a chemical change. When cracker explodes, it produces heat, light and sound. Now energy change is also involved in chemical change. We can see also this activity number 12. Take a beaker, put 1-2 pieces of quicklime in it and mix some water. You will see that quicklime pieces first crumbles and dissolve in water, evolving large amount of heat energy. If you touch the beaker, you will see very hot sensation. Now from it also form a new substance which is called calcium hydroxide, which is partially dissolved in water. Now remaining white solid settles at the bottom of the beaker, which is called slackline. This produces that in chemical change energy is also produced. How energy is produced? You touch the beaker, you will see that beaker is very hot. Now different type of energy are needed for chemical change. Heat energy is required for cooking. Light energy is required for photosynthesis. Electricity is required for decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen. Students, let us see this activity number 15. Take some dilute hydrochloric acid in test tube. Put some zinc. You will observe that some bubbles are coming out with some sound. This indicates that evolution of gas, which is hydrogen gas, is being produced. Now touch the test tube. It is hot. This indicates that heat energy has been released. Bring a lighted matchstick near the mouth of the test tube and pop sound is heard and gas burns. This gas is actually hydrogen gas. Now students, let us check the importance of chemical reaction or chemical changes in our daily life. First, raw grains cannot be eaten, so we have to cook it, and during cooking chemical change takes place. Next, soap, detergent, paint, fertilizers are also produced due to chemical change. Many useful metals like iron, aluminum are extracted by chemical change. This is called metallurgy, and you will study about metallurgy in class 10, 11 and 12. Next point is burning of fuel is important chemical change because it produces large amount of heat energy which is used in cooking and to run the substance or vehicles. Now different life process takes place in plant and animal. All produces chemical change. First is digestion of food. You can see digested food is different from the eaten food. Next one is respiration. You all know about respiration in biology. Respiration is a chemical process that takes place in all living beings. This is the process in which oxygen is inhaled and carbon dioxide is produced. You can see oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is taken out. This change is not reversible. It means, student, you cannot change this reaction. So in this chapter we have seen the physical and chemical change. Now let us see one change in which chemical and physical changes are both present. Now, when a candle is lit, the wax melts down and turns into liquid state. As some molten wax drops on the floor or table, it solidifies again. So this is a physical change. Now most of the molten wax rise up the wick and burns. It turns into vapor, and the new substance are formed, which are water vapor, carbon dioxide, and candle become smaller and smaller. This is a chemical change. So we can see that melting of a wax is a physical change and burning of a candle is a chemical change. We can also see the difference between physical and chemical change. Physical change are temporary and chemical change are permanent. In physical change, no new substance are produced. In chemical change, new substances are produced. In physical change, it can be reversed. Chemical change cannot be reversed. In physical change, light or heat energy may not be given out, but in chemical change, light and heat energy are given out. Original substance in physical change can be achieved. In chemical change, original substance cannot be obtained by simple means. So students, this was the very easy chapter and we have come to end of this chapter. You can see these are revision points and I have also provided you the PDF. You can see here I have marked all the question answers for you. You can see these are actually page number in the PDF. You can find the answer, and also I have written some answers with pen for you. So students, go through the chapter. You can see everything is done. P means physical and C means chemical change. A student, try to get through the video, play the video 2-3 times and try to write question answer in your notebook, which will be checked. So students, good luck to you, and I will again come back with new video. Till then, bye bye.